So I'm now joined by Pete Condon, who's one of our leading lights in our walking football club at Clevedon Town. And one of the things I wanted to talk with Pete about today specifically was you've got a bit of a background with Clevedon Town as a first team player going back to the 80s.
Yeah, I played for the first team just a few occasions back in the kind of early 80s. I played mostly for the reserves in the Somerset League, about 4 games I think for the first team at the time in the Western League.
Right, and you were captain of the reserves, you were saying?
Yeah, in the second season, yeah. So I really enjoyed it then, and then like most players end up with an injury that forces them to give up football for a while.
Right, so you sort of went away from the game, and what brought you back then with walking football? When did you sort of become aware of walking football as an option?
I had a friend who was over here playing on a Friday night, and he kind of sold it to a few of us. So we came over and really was hooked from the first kick. You know, hardest thing is to stop running and learning about the pace of the ball.
Yep.
You know, so it's not like normal football where you play go 1-2 and knock it down the pitch. You got to remember somebody's walking onto it.
Yeah.
So you really got to kill the ball, if you like, but hard enough that they can get to it.
Get to where they want to go.
Yeah. And there's a nice competitive side to the game. You know, we play open sessions on a Monday and Thursday where most people can rock up and play. And we get the sides so they're evenly matched.
Yep.
But there's the competitive side, which we run on a Sunday, which is more sort of 50s and 60s. And then there's the league games. We got teams in the 50s league, the 60s league. We play in the 65 Cups. 70s got a team. You know, so we're covered from most ages.
A good age group. And of course, our first England international was '81, so that's not a bad bad spread, is it? Basically, one way and another. So for you, as an ex, say, first team footballer, reserve team footballer from Clevedon and stuff like that, how do you feel? What does the game give you? You've already talked about, if you like, the tactics and understanding the role of the ball and stuff like that differently. And just watching the game, you can see how that's working. But you've got that slight competitive element to you, and you get satisfaction out of playing walking football. That gives you some of that back, I guess.
That's right. You know, the thing for me is not just about playing football, but it's the fitness as well.
Yeah.
Like today's session is my 3rd time this week, and I've got another one on Sundays. So that's 4 sessions in a week.
Right.
Of an hour to hour and a half of walking around. You know, and me personally, I usually clock 4 to 5 miles in these sessions. So, you know, and it's, you know, a lot of not running, but
fast walking as we now describe it.
Yeah. You know, and it's the passing element. I don't think you ever forget it.
No.
You know, and what I like about walking football is that there's no really tough tackling. So there's nothing from the sides, there's nothing from the back. You can tackle front on, that's fine. So they do cater, you know, for the age groups, and your body is not as fit as what it was at 20, 30 even, like, you know.
But I've seen people like shielding the ball and kind of going around a couple of players going around the other one to see if they can intercept it and stuff like that. So there is a kind of quite a strong tactical element around there. Yeah, not heavy tackling obviously, but it is, and it's non-contact.
That's right.
But it is competitive.
Yeah, and what you find in it, especially with the good teams, they're sort of playing 2-3 touch football.
Yeah.
So it's on the go all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and we're seeing more and more ex-pros starting to play the game, which is good because people can learn from them as well.
Well, that's got to say. I mean, it's noticeable. There's a few nice little neat triangles going on. There's a few nice little back heels I've seen and stuff, and that sort of thing going on. And do you feel that's, in a sense, not the future of the game, but now we're seeing more pros or ex-pros or people who've played at maybe, you know, these regional levels coming into walking football? Is that a trend?
Yeah, the standard has really gone up. You know, we won the National Cup at 65 age group in 2018. Yep. And we were like a Hollywood movie. You know, we had one really good player who was the goalkeeper, Nigel, and a bunch of guys who come down to the open sessions. And we won it by kind of fluke. We had one shot in the final, and Nigel saved about 22 in a penalty. You know. Yeah. But now, if we look at the teams that are playing now, our team wouldn't get close to it. You know, the game's evolved, and the standard is getting better each year. Like, you know, a lot more people coming into the game. Our membership has gone up, probably over the last 3 or 4 months, and it's not it's good players coming in.
Yep.
Who were registering for the competitive sides. You know, they're not just coming in and making up the numbers. You know, we registered three new players for our league teams yesterday in the 60s.
Yep.
You know, so there's a lot of good players who want to kind of get back into it and learn the game.
Yeah.
You know,
because it's a different challenge, and it's like, as you say, it's that learning another skill on top of the skills maybe you've already come with, but you're doing another set of skills.
That's right, because there's nothing in the air, so there's no heading.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about ball control and pass. You know, so you've got to be quite fit. And like I say, the sessions, I think we're playing next week on Wednesday, and we'll play 4 games of 20 minutes. You know?
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to my role in the academy at some point, I think, maybe, or something like that, building up to it, but I definitely want to have a go, and it's been great to talk. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, brilliant. All right.